Alright, good morning everyone. So my name is ACIEHIGHTTV. You can find me on Twitch, you can also find me on YouTube. I normally stream on Twitch though, but all subs and follows are appreciated. Thank you. Anyways, so we're gonna have this. I will have in my description below a permanent link which will allow you into my Discord if you want for safety of the links. However, if you're on YouTube, I will put the links below in the chat description. So once you're in my channel, you'll have, you have your chat channels. Here I have my installed Cyberhunter. So we're about to go through the process of how to install Cyberhunter today. Now there's two real processes you need to do, and there's one extra thing here. This will help you when you hit the question, are you a robot? It's a little complicated. We'll go over that though. This is the one difficult part of the entire installation. It connects with this one as well, I just want to say. So first step, we need to install the Yahoo app. It's a Japanese Yahoo app. You will need to use a postal code for a Japan area. So I use somewhere in Tokyo myself. You can easily Google it, very simple. So both of these links will redirect you from a YouTube, which will bring you to the website for the installation. Once you are at this website, I use Google Chrome myself. I believe Windows 7 should have, as well as any other of the web clients will have a translate option. Mine shows up right away in the options to use. So I press translate ASAP. It's going to bring me to the website. This is the main Japanese cyberhunter.game/JP for Japanese website. You'll have these three options here. If you're mobile, you could use one of these. However, if you're a PC player, you need to download Yahoo Play. So this is the Xbox controller with the little icon. Once you get here, it loads you up to a second page. This will open up at one moment. It does take a second to load up. After this, you'll reach this page here. You could translate. You really don't need to translate though, because the one thing you're doing here is you're pressing on this large green icon that says PC. At this point, it's going to bring this up. I like to leave this open because I find this actually makes things a lot simpler. Once everything's installed, you can come back to this page and press this launch the player and install the game. So that way you don't have to actually run through everything. You can just press this, it opens up your Yahoo player being how it's installed. And this is later on, but once it's installed, and then it goes straight to the game and you can install the game. So I leave this link open, so you can keep that there for however long. But at this point, you'll notice this is the download link. You'll see how it has a little download icon here. So what you're doing is you're pressing on this bar. It'll show up at the bottom left, as most people have. It ends up installing the exe itself. So you're gonna have to give it a moment. It's gonna hit 47.1 megabytes for the installer itself. So wait a moment, let it do its thing. I already have it installed, however, we can go through the quick process. Maybe I can install it a second time for everyone. Make it a little easier. So now it's opening, opens up. Here's the installation process. Just a little bit of loading here. There we go. I already have it all installed, so it's going to go through the process. In your case, it's going to extend a bunch. It's going to say, it's going to do the percentage of it and everything. But once the app is installed, this is the app, and it brings you to the Cyberhunter page. But for the time being, you can close this. You don't need it open anymore. You've completed the first task. The first link is now complete. You have installed Yahoo Player. Good job, guys. Let's hit up step number 2. Now, we need to make the Yahoo account, as well as your Cyberhunter account. So the Yahoo app that you're using is this one right here. So once you're here, again, it will redirect you to another site. You're going to go to that site. Now this is pretty much just saving you. This is saving you from the original link having to search through everything to find out the sign up. Because let's face it, finding sign up in Japanese, it's going to take a lot of translating. Now again, you can translate this page. This is the show up page. You're translated. The bonus with this is that, yes, it looks a little Japanese still, but when you press on one of them, notice at the top here, it then translated. So you can see here your contact email address. Now just for the sake, I made a second email address. So I made a second, fresh, brand new Hotmail for everyone. And it is called sub2azzy@hotmail.com. So my Japan ID, you know, I'm just going to keep it as sub to ASCII. Let's see if it looks. It can be used. There we go. Perfect. Make sure you double check that. It can be 4 to 31 characters. No special characters, unfortunately. At this point, you type in your password. Let's just type in sub to ASCII again. And we have to put a 1 because I believe it needs a number. Yeah, so it needs a capital letter as well as 1 number. And password safety, I'm going to display it just so you see what I'm doing. Sub to ASCII 1. Postal code. Now this is the other part. So at this point, you'll have to open up a brand new tab. Go to Google, anywhere you want, whatever you use for that. Type in a Japan postal code. In this case, it will show you the zip code of Air Carino, Tokyo, Japan is 1900100. So what you're going to do is you can either copy paste it or just remember it. Bring it back here, copy, paste. It's going to check, it's going to say perfect, you're from Tokyo, awesome. Your birthday, we're going to put in my birthday, July, and it actually shows at the bottom right here the format you need to keep it. So I just did it wrong there, but you have to type in. So in my case, I was born in 1992, 7th month, which is July, and my birthday is the 29th. Done. From here, you can type in your name. I'm just going to type in ASCII just because. You type in your male, woman, other, do not answer. Let's just be I do not want to answer. And here's a bonus too. You want to make sure you take off notification mail. I don't want a bunch of Japanese mail. I feel you don't either. So make sure you press that. You don't have a T card, so don't worry about it. This is again the sign up. It's a very simple process. Here is the one difficult part of the entire thing. This is where the third link kicks in. Now, coming back to the Discord once more, to the Lexid Logos keyboard word. I can't enunciate it properly. My apologies. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. This is where people go, I don't know if I want to do this, guys. So I'm going to try and send it to 2 sides here, so that way we can see it side by side. My computer has that nice little feature, makes it easier. Clearly not the best at using it, but there it is. Alright, so we can use this when you look at here. This is where it gets a little difficult. This is the only time consuming part. So you can be searching for the letters on here, and as you this is actually probably a pretty good one. If you ever have issues, you can press display another image, and that's going to let you search through different ones, find one that's less, less difficult to use. Something you can actually see. This is a upside down check mark. This looks like a 2 with a comma on top, So look for it. It takes a second. I don't know if I should go through the entire process here because I do admit this can be somewhat time consuming, especially how I kind of just woke up, and I'm gonna admit, crossword puzzles when you just wake up, not the best. So, looks like we're getting close. We have one of these symbols over here, but we need to find the one that's just that. There you go, HE, perfect. So it shows up here, we have that. Next one is the 2 with the slight comma over top. If I recall, actually, I saw that somewhere down here the other day. No, there's a bunch of 2s though. Pretty much just gonna do the first 2. You know what, actually we can do it here. This is the difficult part. I'm not looking to spend an entire half hour doing this, but the whole idea is, let's say, these were all the letters, etc. Now I have all my 6 whatever. I could copy paste it, either being a Control C, right click to copy, whichever one you want. Either right click to paste, or I can press Control V and it pastes in. These are not the exact same ones. Actually, you know what? I need to type in the right ones because I'm going to show you guys the entire process. So we'll just have to do post part of this and clip out the rest, unfortunately. Beautiful. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through, look for the easiest one. That's our easiest one by far. I don't think I've seen an easier one yet. We can even keep the original letter we had. We know that U is actually right there because we just wasted so much time searching for it. It's another check mark, actually. Perfect. Which was, right there, perfect. And look at that, it connects to another U. And then from there, we got 2 of those 2s we originally looked at before, which from what I recall is right there. This is getting easier and easier by the second. Look at that, so fast, so quick, easily done. Boom! Let it do its Japan. Now that it's loading this long, I have a feeling we have made the right steps. We'll just say no. There we go, perfect. So now it's just saying this is your email, you were saying this, you are confirming. I will confirm this fact that all of these are proper. What's going on here? What is it expecting of me? What is its expectations? Control C. Oh, okay, so it looks like it actually wants me to select a gender. That's unfortunate. You're not allowed to not choose a gender, unfortunately. But from there, you can activate. You're confirming your account. Now at this point, what it's done here is unfortunately I've ended the translation. I have ended the translation at that point. So as you can tell, that was the one difficult part. So keep this page open. What it's done now is you've confirmed everything. You've sent in the I am a robot moment. It's now sent a confirmation email to your email account. So I have a feeling if I come back here, there we go. Yahoo New Japan service at the very start of your email, at the very beginning of it. I'll open this up all the way so that you can see it. There will be a 6-digit code. You're going to use that 6-digit code. Again, copy. You'll come back to the website part you're at. You'll enter that 6-digit code. This is the confirmation to finalize the creation. And like most things, you press on the big yellow button for next. So it's saying my Yahoo Japan ID is sub to ACIEHIGHTTV@hotmail.com. We have completed the process. You now have your Yahoo app installed. You now have your Yahoo account created. All you have to do is install the game. Now here's the bonus part. This is where it becomes super easy to do. You can now close out all of this, close out of that, close out of this, close out of that, close out of your email, and come back to that one original link at the start of the video I said leave open. Because now you have the Yahoo app, you have the account, you can press launch and install the game. Open Yahoo through the website. It now opens up your app, brings you to the game. Now the one difference is here, it would ask you to sign in. A separate box will show up in the dead center of your Yahoo screen. You're going to press on the top one with Japan ID, and you're just going to sign into your account using the Yahoo account username you chose and your password. From there, you're just going to press on this blue button. Once you press this, it installs the game. Now I already have it installed, so unfortunately. But what it's going to do is it's going to show at the very bottom a bar that it is downloading. It's going to take up to 100%. Now that does not mean it's done though. Once it's at 100%, you need to wait until it finalizes. At that point at the bottom right, it'll actually give you the option to launch the game. Once the option to launch the game is there, you are fully installed, you are signed in, and you are ready to play. You press your play button, your game loads right on up, does its little patching and everything. I believe altogether the game itself takes about 1.5 gigabytes to install. Really not that large of a game, very easy to use. However, the world is amazing too. The world detail in this game is insane. I personally, right when I signed in, it connected me to NA servers. However, you may need to press on that depending on your server. They have separate, there's NA, there's South America, which is amazing. I wish Creative Destruction had it myself. I am a CD streamer, that is where I love to be most of the time. Southeast Asia, and as well as your European servers, EU servers. And from there, you start and you are good to go. So I hope you all enjoy your Cyberhunter experience. I do recommend you go into your controls, you look at the buttons, you change around your abilities. There are areas where abilities would be much more easier to use, especially if you're used to building in the game, being how some of these abilities are as simple as putting up a wall, or climbing you up a tower, or even placing down a fountain of healing that heals you over time. So certain things I do recommend checking out. Sensitivity as well will be a huge thing you'll notice coming into the game. Your sensitivity as a PC player is way too high for the game itself. So one of the things you'll do, I personally, what I set it up as, I'll quickly show you guys what I use it as. You can generate from there. I kept these at 40 if I recall. Actually, they may have been at 50 and I just lowered it a little bit. However, everything else, this is mirror match top to bottom. I do my no scopes at 25%. My 2-scope and red dot, being how they're very similar scopes, I keep at 10%, and everything else puts you into a much heavier reticle, so I lowered that to 8. I'm going to be honest, I'm actually going to be dropping them down to 7 to test today, because I still feel when you're in a heavy scope, having 8 times is still a little excessive. And clearly, I forgot to bring one of them down when I was doing it the other day. because that one's at 9 for some reason. Anyways, nothing to do there. When you are in controls, you do have to confirm your settings, however, so just keep that in mind. Anyways guys, thank you for coming in. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you do hit it with a like and a sub. Very new to YouTube, however, I'm hoping that in doing a video like this, and as well as hopefully making similar ones in the future, that y'all will very much enjoy the content. I'm also on display, so I apologize for any lag right now. Normally I have it on game display, so these FPS issues are not actually a thing. As well as too, I want to point out, graphic wise, I found setting it on HD graphics, however insane FPS, allows you to maintain your 60 FPS while also making it so that if there is any stutter frames, they are greatly reduced by keeping in HD. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is ACIEHIGHTTV. I hope you all have yourself an amazing day, afternoon, or evening, wherever your time zone is, and I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch this video, and I hope it helped. Any questions, feel free to write them in the comments below, or hit me up on my Discord, as I will have that linked in the description with all the other links if you do have any questions. Anyways guys, have yourself an amazing day, and I will see you around. Cheers.